Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second and
a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And that's caught by Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Tannehill on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the Colts 16-yard line.
Second and 2. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good. And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
All right. Tannehill's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Two seconds to go, 1st quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 22. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings him 3rd.
Tannehill now to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown.
That's right, baby.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Rivers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
At the 48-yard line.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
Brings up
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
a gain of 12. First down, Titans.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing Rivers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Here's Rivers. pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Titans 14, Colts 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
It's Henry, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 41, Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
7 yards. It's third down. 3rd and 13.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down, and he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
The 4-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 14. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did